2 News at 6.
And we begin with the tragic scene where a Houston police helicopter crashed into a Greens Point apartment complex, killing the co-pilot and sending the pilot to the hospital. It happened just after 2 this morning on Imperial Valley Drive and Seminar Drive. The co-pilot who has died has been identified as 35-year-old Jason Knox. He was a tactical flight officer. The other pilot, Chase Cormier, was taken to the hospital. Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Sion Rhodes.
And I'm Jonathan Martinez, live at Memorial Hermann, where that pilot continues to recover tonight. You know, it was certainly a sad day for the Houston Police Department as they are praying for the recovery of one officer, all the while mourning the loss of another.
Jason Knox lost his life today. Someone who wanted to fly early, you know, at the age of 13 and then got, I think, a license at the age of 16.
He was an avid pilot and a beloved Houston police officer, but more than that, he was also a husband and a father of 2. 35-year-old Jason Knox was killed when the police helicopter he was in crashed early Saturday morning.
We're going to miss him. He had I think he had a heart of gold. He had the integrity second to none, and I think that he had the strength of his mom and his dad, and the integrity of a family that raised that young man very well.
In fact, Knox and his family are well known in the Houston area and aren't strangers to civic duty.
He's a son of our council member, and our hearts go out to the entire Knox family, to his parents, to his wife, to his children, and to everyone that loved him.
His father is Houston Council member Mike Knox. He and his family releasing a statement that reads in part, quote, "My wife Helen and I and Jason's wife Kiera are deeply grateful for the outpouring of love and support from our Houston community. We celebrate all Jason embodied as a committed HPD officer and pilot who fully embraced his job, and we celebrate Jason as he was outside of his work, a devoted husband, a loving father, and our only son whom we cherished every day." Other members of City Council devastated by the loss and are also mourning his death.
Our hearts are with the families of the officers and with the entire HPD family. I know we're very grateful to the fire department for their quick response on the scene, to the healthcare providers that are treating one of the officers.
Authorities say Officer Chase Cormier was a pilot at the time of the crash. He was pulled from the wreckage and underwent surgery this morning. And again tonight, that pilot remains here at the hospital and recovering. We want to turn our attention now to the crash itself.